This is the priority. A bit of MC against my awful boss. Some background, without giving too many details in case one of my co-workers sees this. I've been working as the marketing director for a very small company for the past year or so. This job started out nice enough, but it quickly went downhill when we had about 10 of our 35 full-time staff members quit over the span of a few months. They all left for various reasons relating to the awful bosses, who I will call Stacy, poor management tactics and her team's attitude. The staffing issue became my issue when I was forced to pick up the slack for everyone who had left. I was being asked to do a number of miscellaneous tasks, some of which I was nowhere near qualified for, all of which took away from my time to do my actual job of marketing. Despite this, Stacy would consistently make a fuss over certain marketing objectives not being completed when she wanted. I would always explain to her that because she had delegated me to do specific work elsewhere, I had no time to do the marketing projects we had brainstormed. She of course never listened. As time went on, we lost 5 more staff members, including our secretary. I was moved to cover her position at the front desk full-time for 5 weeks, during which I couldn't get any of my actual job doing marketing done. All of my projects came to a standstill, and we even lost touch with one of our vendors who I had been working with. The minute I was able to return to my own office, Stacy and her team were hounding me for marketing materials that in their minds should have been done by now, but I explained to them that as I essentially had a different job for the last 5 weeks, I wasn't allowed any time to work on them. I was beyond frustrated at this point and began looking for other jobs. About 2 weeks ago I got an offer for a much better company, and handed in my notice to Stacy. Stacy was flustered, and asked me before I leave to finish a list of projects that she had kept putting off. Specifically, she wanted a project, Project A, that she had repeatedly pushed to the back burner since December to be done. I was the only one who could do this project and she knew it, and she desperately wanted it done before I left since its completion meant she could put off hiring my replacement for a while. In our meeting she told me specifically that Project A was the priority and I was to do no other work until it was completed. Okay. Cue malicious compliance. One of the other reasons why it would sometimes take so long to get certain marketing projects done is because they required Stacy and her team's input and approval. This was mostly for design-related projects. I would make an initial design, get their input of what looked good, change the design, and then wait for them to approve it before sending it off to a printing or manufacturing company. All of this happened over email, and no matter how many reminders I would send, Stacy would always drag her feet in responding. It could sometimes take an entire week to do what should have taken maybe 3 hours. I mentioned this problem to Stacy before, and she again never listened. Well, guess what this final project she wanted me to complete was? A design project. And guess who has spent the last week and a half dragging her feet to respond to my emails about it? Stacy. Now, I could have been working on the other items on the laundry list of work she wanted me to do while I waited for Project A's approval. However, since she explicitly told me Project A was the priority, not a single thing on her list got done. The best part is there is not enough time for me to fully complete Project A now either, since she took so long to respond. I will be handing off to her all the design files, most of which she can't even open since she doesn't have the right software, and then leaving on Tuesday. After that, not my problem.
Now to the comments. One does wonder how Ab managed to get to the position she is holding. ATM. It's good that you got out of there. I hope you will have a more capable boss at the new company.
OP replied. Oh, I can tell you that. She founded the company, actually, co-founded it with her husband, who is just as bad as she is. Their whole extended family and friends work there. It's just blatant nepotism. There are a whole bunch of issues at this place ranging from the highly immoral to the highly illegal, and I will thoroughly enjoy watching them sink.
How the duck do people that useless manage to get a company to make money is an everlasting mystery. Something tells me on Tuesday she'll tell you that you cannot leave. You must finish the project. You owe it to the company. She'll try to convince you that you may not leave as planned, since you were supposed to finish that project. I see empty threats in your future. And phone calls. Many, many phone calls. Threatening, then trying to reason with you, guilt, then anger, and she'll blame the lack of progress on you of course after you're gone. Everyone will know the truth though. Oh, to be a fly on that wall.
Offer to do a short-term contract for a ton of money, 400 an hour. And contract to only finish that one project.
Yup, that's the way to do it. After that, not my problem. Or, as I read on a post or comment on this sub, not my circus, not my monkeys. Oh yes, the family-owned company. An opportunity to hire and keep related incompetents. I hope you notified the owner of the company that AB was bottlenecking everything and causing people to quit at a phenomenal rate, and you are also quitting because of her.
AB is one of the owners, and the other owner is AB's husband.
Should still do so. It's only a mirror of the toxicity she throws around. Please update with any news. I'm dying to read more.
Me, too. Can't wait for Tuesday.
I think I speak for all of us when I say, duck you AB. And all the other ABs we have to deal with. I know the pain of hurry up and wait, as well as how come this isn't finished when I put you on several other time-consuming projects. I really should start keeping track of the number of things my boss says needs to be the top priority. By definition, you can only have one top priority, right? This is why I end up with a Ferris wheel of priorities, moving up and down with the passage of time and my boss's whims. Why did you delete the post?
OP replied. I didn't. It's still up.
Removed. I guess your story is short, sharp and to the point. Tongue stick. You lasted too long. Way too long. Next time don't do anything at all and tell her you couldn't finish in time. Ah, such a shame my dear boss. Well, ex-boss now. See ya. Did you make sure her words were in writing? The relief of leaving that job is going to feel so good. It took you a while to see the writing on the wall and get out. Glad you landed a better job.
I once left a great job working for a graffiti removal company because I could see the writing was on the wall.
I hope you have documented proof of all their illegal activity, and I hope you forward it to the relevant authorities. Well, hopefully this will get AB fired or there won't be a company in a while. Removed. Sad. Sounds like LuLaRoe.